It was revealed yesterday by Democratic Congressman Benny Thompson, the guy who's basically running the January 6th Select Committee. But he said that Mark Meadows, Donald Trump's former chief of staff, who was the chief of staff on the day of the insurrection, has actually been cooperating via his lawyer with the Select Committee for, quite some time now. Not months and months or anything like that, but basically, ever since he saw Steve Bannon go down, Mark Meadows decided, you know what? I'm not going to play this game. We're going to go ahead and cooperate. I do have my lawyer. We're going to give you the materials you need. And Thompson says that he has provided the materials. He's been talking with them, and they are gearing up to bring him in for his first deposition, they said. So Mark Meadows, the guy who, according to some of the not Capitol rioters, but the Stop the Steal rally organizers, said they were in direct contact with in the White House, Mark Meadows, is cooperating with the committee. So the question is why, right? When you have all these other people from Trump world trying to claim executive privilege, like the former president himself, you have all these people saying, oh, hell no, I'm not going to do this. But then Mark Meadows, the guy who is at the center of all of this, personally pointed out by some of those rally organizers, quietly cooperating with the committee. So again, the question is why? There could be multiple reasons for this. First and foremost, it could be because Mark Meadows is simply tired. Maybe Mark Meadows says, you know what, I don't have the energy to fight this. Let's just do it, let's just get it done and move on. Okay, that could be option one, and that could be the most likely. It could also be that Mark Meadows doesn't want to be held in contempt of Congress and arrested. That creates a whole new set of problems for these individuals, a lot of new legal problems. And of course, with those new legal problems comes a lot of legal expenses, because not only would he have to defend himself in a criminal trial at that point, but he would also have to use his lawyers to go to court to fight for that executive privilege claim. That is an exceptionally expensive process. So perhaps Meadows is looking at it as, I don't want to spend this kind of money. I'm not pulling in Donald Trump and Steve Bannon money. I've got to be careful with my wallet here, so I'm not going to fight this. I've already got my lawyer. I'm having to pay him already to do this one thing. I don't want to pay more lawyers to do others. The third reason Meadows could be cooperating is for leniency. Maybe Meadows has some people he wants the roll on. Maybe Meadows understands the way this investigation is going. Again, a guy at the center of all of this knows if people are going to go down for it. So he might just be saying, listen, okay, look, nobody else is talking, but I know they're all going to go down eventually. Let me be the first to talk so that maybe when things go sideways here, I can get off a little easier by being a good cooperating witness. Those are the three scenarios that I believe are very real possibilities, and to be honest, it could be a combination of all of the three. Or it could be none of the three. We don't know why Mark Meadows, this die-hard Trump supporter, suddenly decided he wasn't going to fight this anymore, and he was going to cooperate with the committee. But eventually, because of his cooperation, it is all going to come out, and that is a positive development for this Select Committee. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel for fresh content 7 days a week.